Hey everyone, it's Deacon082 and welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version Nuzlocke. We're back here in New Barktown because there are a few little housekeeping things that I want to take care of. First, after the mystery egg hatched, which hatched several episodes ago, you can return back to Professor Elm, and he will give you an Everstone as a reward. An Everstone, if a Pokemon holds it, then it will not be able to evolve. So, like the evolution last episode, if Subito was holding this when he grew to level 16, he would not have tried to evolve into Bayleaf. The next item of business takes us back to Azalea Town, where we can check the tree in the back of Kurt's house and get another white apricorn. And I said that I was going to get our Pokeball back from Kurt last episode, but I never did because I forgot about it. And we can pick up our fastball, and we can give him more apricorns, and he can make more fastballs for the next time we come here. And the final item of business, I need more repels. So I'm going to meet you guys back at Route 34. Alright, so we're back on Route 34, and, well, there are a lot of trainers here. A lot of them are avoidable. So, like I tried to do last episode, I'm going to avoid a lot of these trainers. For now. There's one you'll want to fight, though. And it'll be this girl on the left. Are you a trainer? Let's have a practice battle. And you will want this trainer if you have an Oddish or a Bellsprout on your team, and I'll get into that in a second. But Route 34 has several new Pokemon. And by several, I mean, counting evolutions, there are 26 new Pokemon that you can get on this route. Okay, the first one, if you're here in the nighttime, the most common is Drowsy, a Psychic type. Drowsy has good attack, good special. It's a pretty good Pokemon. It learns sleep moves, that's why they call it Drowsy. It evolves into Hypno, and I really like Hypno. It's what I will probably be looking for, and it's got good all-around stats, good moves, and it's a strong Psychic type. So, that's all there is to it. If you come here in the daytime instead, you will be able to find Snubbull. Snubbull is a normal type, but it's a really good normal type. Snubbull has really high attack, learns some good moves. It evolves into Granbull fairly early. Granbull has a lot of HP and a lot of attack power. It's kind of slow, but it was a pretty good tank for me in my first Nuzlocke of this game. There are a lot of other Pokemon, but the difference, this route and another one later on, Route 35, have pretty much the exact same encounters, except this route has Rattata and Route 35 has Growlithe. Now if you talk to this picnicker at the end of the battle, we are going to get her phone number, because she will occasionally call when she finds items, and those items, pretty often, are leaf stones. And, this trainer was avoidable, but, well, it gives us a chance to do more of these bios. Appearing 10% of the time here, you have Abra. Abra is a Psychic type. At first it only knows Teleport, which flees from battle. So if you find one of these things, it's going to be difficult to capture, because you pretty much only get one turn, unless you can put it to sleep or something. Abra evolves into Kadabra, where it learns some good moves. Well, learns some attacking options. Kadabra has really good special attack, but it's really weak defensively, so it's probably gonna go down easily. Plus you can't fully evolve it because you would have to trade. Then another new Pokemon here 5% of the time is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is the evolution of Igglybuff, which is another baby Pokemon. I will get into Igglybuff a little later on. Jigglypuff, it's known for Sing and moves like that. I don't really recommend using one. In fact, I definitely won't be using one. It evolves into Wigglytuff, and like I said, I don't really like it. This route has the Pokemon Daycare. And, do you know about eggs? Yeah, we happen to hatch one. I was raising Pokemon with my wife, you see. We were shocked to find an egg. Well, that's what the breeders tell you all the time. Your Pokemon are getting along fine and we happened to find an egg. Well, I was raising Pokemon with my wife last night and happened to find an egg. So this egg is ours to keep. And I'm going to take this egg as the Pokemon for Route 34, which means I'm not going to be capturing anything here. So here, this deposit is just so we can pick up the egg. Don't worry, Emma is not in the dead box. But this egg is going to go right back in the PC because, well, it's not ready yet. We don't have a party spot for it. And this is the odd egg. The odd egg can hatch into one of 7 different Pokemon, and I believe they all have an equal chance of appearing. Those 7 Pokemon, which I will do the bios on, possibly later this episode, they are Pichu, the pre-evolution of Pikachu, Cleffa, the pre-evolution of Clefairy, Igglybuff, which evolves into Jigglypuff, Tyrogue, which can evolve into the Hitmons, Smoochum, which evolves into Jinx, Elekid, which evolves into Electabuzz, and Magby, which evolves into Magmar. So, pretty wide variety. You can get a Fire type, Ice type, Fighting type, Electric types. You'll really want to pick up this egg. I mean, even if you get something like a Cleffa or a Jigglypuff out of it, you can still make a team member out of it. And another odd thing about this egg, it has a 1 in 8 chance of being shiny, which means an alternate coloration of a Pokemon. So, for example, I don't quite know the shinies on all these, but Pichu will be a slightly different color. Clefairy will have green ears, I think, instead of white or pink. And it's really just a collecting thing. Normally you can find shinies, but they only appear 1 out of every 8,092 times, or something crazy like that. Anyway, we've reached Goldenrod City, and Goldenrod City has the 3rd gym, as well as many other things. So I'm going to actually do something a bit unconventional. Instead of exploring Goldenrod City this episode, I'm going to save the entire city for next episode. And instead, I'm going to head north, out of the city, and we are going to reach a new route, Route 35. And Route 35 has pretty much all the same Pokemon as Route 34, except there's Psyduck on this route. You can find Growlithe. And there's one new Pokemon that appears 1% of the time that you're not going to find. But if you do, I'm just throwing it out there, this is Yanma, a bug flying type that's really... it doesn't have much going for it. It's a collector's item, that's all it is. Not very good stats, not very good moves, bad typing, yeah. Now, while we do some of these trainers, I guess I got nothing else to talk about. This episode is going to have even more bios than the last one. Alright, first of all, we've done Igglybuff. How about Cleffa? Cleffa, normal type. I'm not really going to profile the pre-evolutions, but Pichu, Cleffa, and Igglybuff all evolve through happiness. The others evolve through level, like normal. So, Cleffa evolves into Clefairy by happiness. No difference in the moves and stuff between them. Clefairy, well, it's got good HP, it's pretty balanced. It can learn a bunch of different type TMs being a normal type. Honestly, it doesn't really realize its potential in this game. It evolves into Clefable, which I really like Clefairy and Clefable, but they're not really that good in this. So I'm going to see if I can avoid these two. Yes. Doing a good job of avoiding trainers here. And this'll be our encounter for Route 35. I'm hoping for a Drowsy. Aw, it's an Abra. Okay. Now, first turn it is going to teleport. So, by the time we would be able to switch in Ike to put it to sleep, it would already be gone. So we have one hope. Abra is fast. It likes to teleport. Let's use our fastball. I got a good feeling about this. Come on. Come on. Well, it didn't even shake once. So, we won't be catching an Abra on this route. That's a bit disappointing. This trainer is unavoidable if you go on this path. This is a bug catcher. Okay. More new Pokemon from that odd egg. Pichu. Alright, do I really have to do a bio on this? Everybody knows Pikachu. Pikachu is an electric type. I mean, Ash has had it with him. Now, unlike Ash's Pikachu, this Pikachu actually gets stronger when it changes regions, I guess. It won't randomly reset to level 5 every time it goes anywhere. Pikachu's fast, got good special attack, but no defense at all. It evolves into Raichu with a Thunderstone, and Raichu's pretty good, I like it. I mean, if you end up with a Pikachu from the egg, you're not in bad shape. And there is another route up here, Route 36. And we have actually been on this route before, it loops around. And this is the weird tree that we came across earlier. What is this girl gonna say? I'm the flower shop's Floriac. Listen, listen, when I sprinkled water on that wiggly tree, it jumped right up. It just has to be a Pokemon. I bet it would be shocked out of its disguise if you soaked it. I know, I'll tell my sis and borrow her water bottle. Well, if we had a water type, you'd think we could just, like, spray it with a water gun or something, but no. This is another trainer you'll want to fight, is another one that gives out items. This trainer, I believe, School Kid Allen. Yes, Schoolboy Allen. Schoolboy Allen, at the end of battle, you can get his phone number, and he will occasionally find Firestones. So if you have a Growlithe, this is the guy you'll want to have in your phone book to evolve him. And, well, Skyla's poisoned, but I have berries, so I will heal that poison at the end of the battle. More new Pokemon. Tyrogue. And this bio is going to be pretty long. Tyrogue is a fighting type. It has the strangest evolutions so far. It can evolve into one of 3 Pokemon, but it's based on its stats when it levels up. It evolves at level 20. If its attack is higher than its defense, it will evolve into Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is the more physical attacking one of the 3 Hitmons. It's got really good attack and really good special defense, but it's pretty weak defensively, and it has no special attack whatsoever, but it doesn't need it. Next we have Hitmonchan, if its defense is higher than its attack at level 20. Hitmonchan I don't really recommend, because it learns the elemental punches all at once or really close to each other, which is Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, and those are going to be its 3 main attacking moves. The problem, those moves are special, and it doesn't have good special attack at all. It's still pretty good, it just doesn't have enough moves to really realize its full potential. The final Hitmon, and this is if its attack and defense are equal at level 20, it will evolve into Hitmontop. Hitmontop learns moves like Rolling Kick, Triple Kick, stuff like that. It's a pretty interesting Pokemon. Probably actually my favorite of the Hitmons. I mean, they're all good, but it's the one I would probably prefer. So that's going to be all the bios for this episode. We pick up a TM all the way up here, and this TM is, I believe it teaches Rollout? Yes. Rollout is a rock-type move, and Emma can actually learn it. I don't think I'm going to be teaching it, though. It is basically Fury Cutter, except you have to use it every turn. So it's got potential. So we got a bunch of trainers here. I'm going to clear a lot of these out between the next episode, between this and the next episode. And next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal version Nuzlocke, we will be going back, exploring Goldenrod City, and taking on the gym. See you guys next time.